Hey guys, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of explain the hows, the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way as a wheelchair mechanic, and just doing fabrication work and working with engines and stuff like that. Um, I've been doing this now longer than I care to admit. But anyway, one of the things that one of the tips that I've learned, because I am a higher level para, I'm at the T5 6 layer level. For those of you that know this sort of thing, and anyway, but one shop aprons are very helpful because you're going to drop everything imaginable on your lap. And so not only does it protect your pants, but it protects from things falling in between your legs, things like that. Ask me how I know about hot welding embers in between my legs. Uh, anyway, so the other thing is using things that have more leverage. So this here, I have it's like a 2 foot breaker bar to be able to get stubborn bolts loose. And one of the things I'll show you here, this comes in very, very handy. And the other tip that I'll do just as we're kind of talking about this here is I actually um, I will take my wheel, my front caster, and I will hook it in things a lot of times, rather than using my wheel locks, so that I'm not taking my wheel locks on and off every single time. Um, and that way it keeps my chair from moving. Um, and this is kind of a, you got to find the right spot sometimes, because your casters do swivel and they're off a little bit. So I'll lock my wheel, and then I put the wrench on, and because again I don't have the core support, so I have to brace against something, and I want to use a position where I can have the most strength. It's straight on, like my upper back, or using my chest muscles. So here I'm actually using both. I'm crossing my hands over, and now I can pull, and that bolt comes loose really easily. Now I'm bracing myself and I'm giving myself extra strength. Um, so that's another tip. Um, and Yeah, so those are a couple tips for you, when you're doing stuff, and also keeping things up at kind of a chest height, lap height, makes a big difference. And I have custom made my workbenches. I've custom made my drill press stand, my bandsaw stand, things like that, to be at just the right height that I need them, because your typical store bought anything is going to be very difficult. Um, it's not. It typically is not at the right height, and so you're going to have to modify it as it is. I'm fortunate enough that I can custom make my stuff, just from scratch, so I know exactly what I need and how it works best for me. But so here's just a couple tips that I wanted to pass along to you guys, and hope they help. And look forward for more.